We welcome back to the program Mike North. Let's all practice together. Caleb Haney.
Oh, look out.
Caleb Haney.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Caleb
Thanksgiving.
Haney on the table. Get ready to get things done. Hi, John. Hi, Amy. How's everything?
We're doing fine. I liked the looks of him last year when I saw him a couple different times. I think he can do a pretty good job.
Yeah, and we got a football team here with a good football coach. Lovie Smith doesn't depend on one person. Now, that being said, I mean, you lose Jay Cutler. Well, Kansas City lost Matt Castle. They had a guy named Tyler Palko in last night. But here's the thing. The rest of their team is bad. The Bears have good special teams. They have a good defense. They have a running back that gets the job done in Matt Forte. The receivers have been dependable all year long. Good coaching staff. Now, that being said, if you lose a quarterback of Cutler's ilk, you will come down a little bit, but I'm not as worried as everybody else, John and Amy, and I think that, hey, we play Oakland this week. We got the AFC West coming up, and the only man we must fear is Tebow. Other than that, I think it's going to be a clear ride. I think we need to win 3-4 more games. I think we can win 3 of the next 6 games.
But Mike, what if Caleb Haney gets hurt? Which is a good possibility. So who's the backup's backup?
You know what? I wonder if Virgil Carter has got some eligibility left. He's about so I don't know who. You know what? They got a kid named Nathan Enderle. Okay, Northwestern guy. I mean, he's hey, if we have to depend on him, forget it. Now there's been talk of Brett Favre.
Right.
Forget about it.
Kurt Warner.
He'd
be perfect. He knows the offense.
I like a Kurt Warner. Now, if they're going to get me a Kurt Warner, who still seems to have his marbles, he does TV on the NFL Network. He still has a lot of talent. May have retired a little bit prematurely, but I think they're going to try Caleb Haney first, guys, and then see what happens from there. Now, if it's a disaster, all bets are off. But if they win this coming week, then you know what? I think everything's going to be all right.
I'm Mike North for the Village of Rosemont. From the 9th largest convention center to restaurants to theaters, sports venues, and hotels. 5 minutes from O'Hare, you got it all here. Rosemont, you can't miss it.
Well, they led the newscast with, Jay Cutler's thumb. And what bone is broken? I know there's 3. I learned more about a thumb than I could ever know. There's 3 separate bones in your thumb.
What's amazing
is he getting a rod in place?
Right. They had to do this. The bone, the fracture, and I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express one time, but they moved the bone. The bone moved. So, in other words, they have had fractures on thumbs that guys can play through taping it, wearing a glove or whatever. He had the bone moved, so they have to put a pin in, which means he's got to sit out the regular season. They're hoping he comes back for the playoffs. If they're in the playoffs, I still think, you know what, that might be a 50-50 proposition.
Let's get your take on the new Cub manager. Did you watch the press conference?
I love him.
Your initial thoughts?
I love him. I love the fact that a guy comes in and instead of worrying about everybody else, he says, let's worry about ourselves for a change. Let's quit whining about the clubhouse. Quit whining about that there's lack of hitting facilities. Let's use this ballpark, which is antiquated, let's face it, to our advantage. The teams that come in have to put up with it. The problem is, and I do a show with Rob Dibble on Fox, Rob Dibble said the problem is that visiting teams come in for 3-4 days and then can leave and go to another stadium that's huge and beautiful to play in, while the Cubs got to play 81 games a year, and it does tend to wear on you. A lot of people think it's day baseball too. I'm with Dale Swaim. No excuses. Let's get it done. I like the positive message that he sent to the fans and the message to the players. We're not going to tolerate the excuses.
And Zambrano's got to be gone, right?
No, he doesn't have to be gone. That's the shocker. I mean, I love the fact that some of the coaches are coming back. Zambrano may be back. He's got that big contract that they can't get rid of. Theo Epstein's going to make the same mistake that the rest have done, John. He's going to talk to Zambrano. He's going to con him, be on the team, and I'm looking for the first combustion to happen around June 15th.
Yeah, I'll take the under.
Oh, there's no question.
First cooler beating.
I don't know why you walk down the same alley 9 times.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? Walk down once, twice, maybe twice you try to get home that way, and if you get confronted again, you stop going down that alley.
No,
they want to go down it every time.
They can't get out of that contract.
Exactly. Nobody
so
wants them.
Yep.
Nobody wants them.
All right, Mike, thanks so much. We'll go to your website to check it out, and I love your 30 and 5 commentary at 560WIND.com.
It will be on live today, John, Amy, and, oh, my God, yours truly, Mike North. Have a great Thanksgiving, guys.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving, Mike North.
All right, guys.
Flood Brothers Disposal and Recycling Services are professional waste haulers. Now, the Flood family is big on service. It's our #1 priority, and we offer extremely competitive pricing because the Flood family is here to help you in this tough economy. Remember, at Flood Brothers, we build relationships, and the only thing we're big on is service. Call us at 773-626-5800 or floodbrothersdisposal.com.